What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
What up?
Hey, we're here. I'm excited for today.
Figured I'd ask you guys how you were doing today. Get that energy up. Today, guys, we are playing some poll perception with our special guest. We've got Jordan Rains joining us today. Jordan is the founder of IDP Army and IDP 123 and a contributor over at Dynasty Nerds. He is the Cardi B of IDP, self-proclaimed. What's up, Jordan?
Guys, I'm pumped to be here. I'm ready to do this.
I love your nickname, the Cardi B of. How did that come up? The Cardi B of IDP. It just rolls off the tongue. Is that what it is?
Honestly, it kind of came about like that. I was just kind of thinking. I'm a very wordsmith kind of person. Yeah. I'm always thinking a little like anonyms and stuff, and it just rolled off the tongue well. And I put it out there. And Cardi B's got a little attitude. I got a little attitude. You know, she thinks she's right. I think I'm right. So I'm just gonna rock with it. So we're gonna do it for at least the rest of this year, and then we'll see what happens from there.
It works. It works. We got Jay Wall in here, said it's about to go down. It said first like and comment. Craig and Jordan, where are you at? I need you guys. I'm lonely. Come on, guys. You're letting them down. 85 B-Rad says he's excited for this week's polls. I'm just going to assume this guy's name is actually Brad, right? B-Rad?
B-Rad.
His name's Brad, right? And Scott, that's incredible. Jay, you must have missed Scott's comment first every single time. He never misses it.
Jay Wall. Pay attention.
Unbelievable. David said second. Man, Jay Wall, you were even third. You didn't even
get in second.
Jay said, I don't know how you do it, Scott. Bravo.
Every
day.
Set the reminder.
B-Rad said, whoa. And Scott said, it's an inside joke. Just letting them know. Just letting them know it's an inside joke. And B-Rad said, love it. Maybe one day I'll be cool enough to be in on it. This is Michael Scott. We got Michael Scott in the comments.
Yep.
Welcome to the inside joke. You get to be a part of one, not someday, but today. Jordan says, if you ain't first, you're last. And saying, man, this man has a cool ass first name. I'm just saying.
Jordan, strong name.
Jordan, I just want to say
with this Matthew Berry Game Changer Award winner, Scott.
Wow,
that's first again.
I love
there it is.
Yes,
I love that he went into his Google account settings to change that.
Facts.
Matthew Berry Game Changer Award winner Scott Fish was first twice today. That's incredible.
I hope you don't change it and you accidentally email someone with that, and it shows up.
You're gonna jump on a stream and it's gonna show up under your name, like full name. It's gonna show up. And Jordan said subtle flex, but I love it. Absolutely. We got Troy in the chat. What's up, Troy? Welcome in, man. And Scott in here saying, sup, fellas.
What up, Scott?
Welcome in. And Boots saying amazing name change. Guys, Scott is in here, and I know a lot of you in here might be tuning in for the first time. We are Front Yard Fantasy, and if you have not watched our show before, you're here for the Scott Fish giveaway. Welcome in. We play games every day on stream, Monday through Friday, with a mock draft mixed in once a week. We've got poll perception, guess who. If you guys are interested in checking out more of our content, please hit that subscribe button on our YouTube page at Front Yard Fantasy. It means a ton to us, and you'll never miss another one of our streams again. But guys, do I give the code word now? Do I do it at halftime? When do I throw that code word out?
Man.
You do it at the end. Do it at the end.
Build it up.
Guys, you heard that was not from me. That was from John Luke. Code word's coming to you at the end of this stream. So that was all John Luke's decision. And Jay wants to know, Simon, what in the world is on your shirt?
Maybe in the middle.
Shirt.
It is a demonic goat, but it's made out of ice cream and candy and sprinkles.
That's the most Simon shirt I've ever seen in my life.
What?
Looks like something from
What's up,
Time.
Yeah. Oh, it totally gives.
These two love Adventure Time, so
we do. It is it's like Lady Rainicorn's cousin or something comes in to visit for one episode. I-80 says, "Hey guys, what's up? Welcome in." And Anthony. Oh, he gave away the code word. Now everyone knows it's banana hammock. Just kidding. Do not message us banana hammock.
Someone quickly hit X right away, and they're gonna message us banana hammock. I guarantee you.
NW Sooner said, "I'm a newbie from the Pacific Northwest." Well, welcome in, guys. Josh, I know you always forget the rules to poll perception. So before we jump in and start playing, I'm going to explain the rules to you and everyone watching who hasn't seen us play poll perception before. How poll perception works is our host, John Luke, this week found 7 polls online, Twitter, Reddit, Poll Sports, various locations. They could all be from one source. They could be mixed up. What he's going to do is he's going to ask one of us, say me, what percentage of people chose side A in this poll? I'll give him a number like 60%. Josh and Jordan will then have to guess whether the actual percentage of people that chose side A is over or under my guess of 60%. I'll get more points the closer I am to the actual answer. You got to be within 15 to score points. Josh and Jordan will get points based on correctly picking the over under. After 6 rounds like that, each of us going twice guessing, we'll go into 7th round where all of us give a number, and whoever's closest gets 5 points. Unless you hit it right on the head, you get 10. It usually comes down to the last question, unless JL goes on one of his mad tears, but he's playing today, so we don't have to worry about that. And whoever has the most points at the end wins. And this isn't like Fantasy Horse. We don't have a punishment thought of yet, so you don't even have to do anything when you lose. You just lose. But we're working on a punishment for poll perception. Jordan, I don't know if you've watched any of the Fantasy Horse, but we make whenever you get knocked out of Fantasy Horse, which is like the basketball game Horse, but with trivia, you have to make a horse noise. And we've had just a full spectrum of horse noises.
There's a lot of range there with horses. You can go a lot of different places.
It's kind of interesting to find how many people just really don't know what a horse sounds like, you know?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Including us 3. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I have no idea what a horse sounds like.
I am excited to beat both Simon and Jordan today, so I hope you guys are just mentally prepared because, it's all good. It's going to be fun.
We'll see.
Matthew Berry Game Changer Award winner Scott Fish says the punishment is you have to wear Simon's shirt. You actually just have to switch wardrobes with me. Everything. Down to the underpants.
Do
that. Jordan's gone.
Jordan said you have to work the poll after losing in poll perception. He spelled poll wrong. I'm assuming he means something else, but we'll just say you have to work the actual poll. At your next local election, you have to go and you have to work the polls if you lose poll perception. We will check with the local election board. Yeah,
I'm going to win. I'm here to win.
Jordan's like, guys. I am not working my local poll.
No, thank you.
Matthew Berry Game Changer Award winner Scott Fish said that's it. We need to hear all 4 of you do a horse impression now. You'll get to hear 2 of us do one before the end of it. No, you won't, because it's not horse. You don't get to hear any of us, Scott. Okay, John Luke, you're hosting the game today. I'm going to pass it off to you. What order are we going in, or are you letting someone pick?
Jordan, I'm going to let you pick. What you can either go first, second, or third. What would you prefer?
I'll go first.
Go first. I like it.
All right.
Josh, you want to go second or third?
I would like to go third.
You're going to go second then.
Was that a bad pick? Is there strategy to this? Should I have gone third? I thought about third.
There's
absolutely no strategy.
Okay. I don't find one.
Simon and I back, probably, if I might go third.
All right.
Right? No?
Jordan, what'd you ask?
Doesn't matter. You should probably switch Simon and I back.
JL said you're going second. Said if you want to go third, then you're going second.
Sounds good. I missed that completely. I guess I was reading these comments. I was reading that. And this is not fair, Jordan. I've won like twice in the last 20 games. All right.
All right. You guys ready to start?
Let's do it.
All right, Jordan, you chose to go first. So here's your poll, my friend. Which running back would you rather roster in redraft? Ezekiel Elliott or Nick Chubb? What percentage of the public chose Ezekiel Elliott in this poll?
Redraft.
32%.
Wow. Yeah, man, he's just like, I know in my heart, deep down, it's 32%. No.
I would take Nick Chubb. So I'm gonna, and I'm actually more of a contrarian person, so it's probably less people would take Nick Chubb, but Zeke's been slipping. The narrative around him last week or two is just not positive stuff. So I could see that influencing this poll. Assuming it was taken like this week, I could see Zeke coming in lower than we think. So I'm gonna say Zeke got 32%.
32%. All right, Josh, what do you think? Do you think the actual percentage that the public chose Ezekiel Elliott over Nick Chubb is over or under 32%?
32%. You say 32? 32, right?
Yeah.
32, yeah.
Okay. This is a tough one because, like Jordan said, the public is way down on Zeke right now. I think in redraft leagues, we're still going to see Zeke go ahead of Nick Chubb in plenty of leagues, but this does concern me. I guess I'll say more people are choosing Zeke just because of the name, but I would draft Nick Chubb ahead, but I just think it's going to be a little bit closer. I'll take the over.
Mm-hmm. All right. Simon, what do you think? Do you think the actual percentage is over or under 32% or exactly on 32%?
Man, Jordan, we forgot to mention the Queen Bee rule. Bonnie came in here and asked if she could guess exactly the same number, which we'd never even considered. So you will score 10 points, the same amount of points as getting it right if you guess exactly right and it is the same number.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a ballsy move.
All or nothing move right there.
All or nothing. Yep.
Man, you really, I was stalling a little bit there. You hit right around where I would have guessed, because people are, if you would have asked me this a month ago, I would have said confidently under your, I think like the hate for Zeke was at its peak like a month or two ago. And now we're starting to see like a resurgence of like, hey guys, the Zeke disrespect has gone too far. But I don't know if I'm going to go under. I still think maybe Nick Chubb's getting more of the love than Ezekiel Elliott.
Split us,
and,
Jordan.
I'm going to go under.
I think I set the line a little too low, but we got one over and one under. All right.
I love it. And you brought up a point earlier, Jordan. You said as long as this was within the last week, I believe all these polls should be within the last week, right, JL?
Yes. Yep.
So perfect. So yes, they're within the last week, so it's right in line with what you were thinking.
Yep. All right. Some good guesses in the chat. And if this is your first time playing with us, feel free to guess in the chat. You will get all of our praise. Ooh, chatted with James Roday last night. Scott Fish.
Oh my God.
Yes, 24%.
I miss Matt Berry Game Changer Award, Scott Fish.
Different guy. Totally different guy.
Totally.
42 by B-Rad, 27 by Burner, 39 by Jay, Milestone by, or 45% by Milestone. Let's see. Jordan got 61%. Chatted with James Roday last night. Scott Fish says, y'all got to remember at least 10% of Dynasty players who didn't read the question when voting. It's possible. A lot of this game is trying to figure out how people are voting on Twitter.
And in Dynasty, I'm taking Nick Chubb ahead of Zeke pretty much every time. In redraft, it's definitely more of a question.
Yeah. Swamp says,
what's up, Swamp?
What up, Swamp?
What's up, Swamp? Just me? All right, I like it.
Just Josh.
What's up, Swampy?
King with 43, some late guesses in here. Good old boys with 47, Swamp with 46. All right, let's get to the answer here. The actual percentage that chose Ezekiel Elliott over Nick Chubb was 40%.
Yes!
Ooh,
Yeah,
bad
It
line.
was a good guess, though, Jordan.
It was a good guess. You were 8 percentage points away, so you get 3 points.
Yeah, buddy.
Josh, you correctly guessed the over. You get 2 points. Simon, you get nada.
You know what? I was wrong, but I'm happy I was wrong. I'm glad Zeke's starting to get a little bit more respect going into next season. That was me doubting that Twitter had turned around, but I'm glad Zeke's getting a little bit more respect going into next year.
Jordan coming hot out the gate, leading
Right.
3-2-0.
3P.
So David said the Zeke disrespect is absurd. Dude is going for value in redraft leagues. Absolutely.
I agree.
It's getting insane. And we got LQ in here, said fire content only. What's up, LQ?
Content only. What up, LQ?
Welcome in. And he said, I heard JL to go is winning the Scott Fish Bowl.
You heard right. I got it rigged.
Nah.
Scott and I worked some schemes in Dallas.
That would be all.
I don't know
If we
how.
bring more people here, I'm sure. So I'm all for it.
Said soak that over. Yeah,
Soak it,
just
soak
way
it so
over.
good.
Completely
Yeah.
missed it.
Jay said, don't try and cover up your shame, Simon. How dare you?
And Scott, should JL be allowed to change division? Scott Fish said, wow, didn't see that coming. Super reasonable.
Is that a question or a statement?
That's just his name, JL.
That's
You're being rude.
okay. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Josh,
Not
you ready
good.
for yours?
Yes, I am. Let's go.
All right. All right, Josh, here's your poll. In a 12-team super flex league, what side of this trade do you prefer? A mid-2022 first or Elijah Moore? What percentage of the public chose the mid-2022 first?
I feel like I don't have to ask this, but it's a dynasty league, people. I'm telling you, not asking you, because the mid 2020 second, it's got to be a dynasty league.
First.
First, mid 2020 first. So a mid 2022 first. I've heard rumors that the draft class for 2022 isn't as hyped up as the previous two we've had. That doesn't mean a whole lot. It's going to change so much by the time we get there.
It's early.
Yeah, exactly.
We haven't had
But
time
Elijah Moore's not getting drafted in the first round in Superflex leagues. He's a second round pick. So, but you do have to wait for that first round pick. Maybe if you're a rebuilding team, but I mean, Elijah Moore's so young. So it's a little bit of a strange move. I do think that the first round pick has a little bit more value than Elijah Moore, though. But you have to wait for that value. I'll say that 48% chose the first. 48% of people chose the side A.
All right, Simon, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 48%?
When was this poll posted? Because there was some recent Jets news.
Within the last 4 days.
But like within the last 1 day or 4 days ago?
Within the last 4 days.
That's the only
Jordan, you are muted. I can't hear you.
Does it scare you guys that we know that literally days/hours make that much of a difference? Like that's how reactionary the fantasy community writ large is. Like,
yeah,
it's
you're
crazy.
right.
Well, that's why we're here to tell you what actually matters. Now, we can talk about these polls all you want, but then we're like, hey, guess what? This is dumb. Don't listen to Twitter.
Yeah. The fun part about this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, with the Crowder news, I would probably take the over, but it would be close. I'm assuming this was before then, even though you won't give me explicit dates for some reason. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to say less people took. Man.
Yes. They're struggling.
What was your guess again, Josh?
48.
Okay, I'll take the under, but I think it's close. I'll say under.
Thank you for saying it's close.
All right, taking the under. Jordan, what do you think? What percentage, did the actual percentage of the public that chose the 2022 first over Elijah Moore, was it over or under 48%?
I'm going to take the under as well. I think people are going to take Elijah Moore over the first right now, especially being mid. Like, there's so many ways you can talk yourself into that not being worth something. And there's so many ways we can talk ourselves into Elijah Moore being worth something right now. So I'm going to go under 48%.
All right. Under 48%. We had some good guesses in here. Let's see if I can get to the top here.
We had some bad guesses in here.
87%, 22%.
Wow. All over the place. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. All across the spectrum. I-80 with 28%.
Wow.
Anthony, 60%.
Wow. I like that guess.
52. Oh, B, yes. 52. So 48. Let's see. J, 27%.
Yes.
Under at 41%. Nice.
My man, B-Rad.
27, 40, 42, 69.
Oh, my gosh.
45. This is really
a lot of close ones.
Yep.
Let's
all
go.
Right. Fine.
45.
JL is now in the David Bowie Scott Fish.
49.
Thank you. Fine. JL is now in David Bowie Scott Fish. And he
That's
says,
awesome.
I think Simon has a 50-50 shot of getting this right.
That means he said I had a really good guess.
That is accurate. That is accurate. That is accurate. All right. The actual percentage of the public that chose the mid-2022 first over Elijah Moore was 60%.
Yes. No.
60%. So Josh, you were 12.
Okay.
You were 12 percentage points away. So you did get 1 point. And unfortunately, Simon and Jordan, you both got 0 for incorrectly picking the over under there.
Let's go.
Also, John Luke, I do have an update for you. This is not just a name. I just checked the Scott Fishbowl website. You have officially been switched to the Bowie division with James Roday. You are now in James Roday's division.
That's about to change my name to JL. Is going to talk with James Roday in the future.
I think David came in here and made a good point. He made a point. Rookie wide receivers are unreliable. Case in point, Jalen Reagor, Corey Davis, Kevin White, just to name a few first rounders. There were a lot last year, though, that did succeed. Yeah. First round picks, more than didn't. So, they go both ways, right?
But it's a first and a super flex, which is pretty valuable, right? Like super flex more so than non-super flex. It's going to be going to be more valuable. This could have changed.
Not a super flex. Yeah, I would have flipped it. Yeah, exactly. A mid first round pick, it means a lot less.
Yeah. All right, let me update the score here.
Damn, nice round, Josh.
Thank you.
Swept us. We didn't get any points. Anthony said, "I saw the poll this week." Yeah, but you got 1 point and we got 0. Net positive.
Yeah. I'll take that all day.
Anthony said he saw it. That's why he got it right. Well, you remembered it.
Cheater.
Sometimes I'll see polls and I'll know I have seen it, but I can't remember the results for the life of me. Like I'll just sit there like, oh, I voted on this poll and I have no idea what the answer is.
Yeah. Let's see. Jay Wall says Twitter is smart.
Smart. Yeah, they're very smart.
If I did not, what the hell? I like that. I love those reactions to the polls.
Hey, he says go get more, and maybe that's a good point. Maybe people are sleeping on more. Maybe because of the Crowder news, you should go get him. I do like Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I was going to say I would take Moore over that first all day. I mean, the way I look at it is you get a full season of Moore, and then you can just get that pick back next February after you've got all Moore's points. I mean, you can do stuff like that. So when you talk about future assets to me, especially picks, like they're useless to me because they're literally only useful as currency for 1 week when you actually make the pick, or they're just a means of trading value. If I can get points on my team, like Moore for a year, even if I only flex him twice a year, and that wins me a week, that does a lot more for me than a first. And I can go get that first later, like I said. So that's how I kind of view picks. I'm always willing to, especially on someone like Moore, who looks like, I mean, everything's positive about him. So I would have thought that Moore won. That's why I took the under, but
yeah,
it's interesting.
Hey, Elijah Moore has one blow up week at the beginning of the season. Let me tell you, this trade poll changes completely.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So.
And B-Rad says this dude can't be covered on a team that is going to be down a lot. They likely will be down a lot. That doesn't always necessarily mean success for the wide receivers on the offensive side of the ball. The offense still has to move. It could just be a bad team, period. But we'll see what that offense looks like. Hopefully much improved this season. We'll see.
And it was kind of mentioned, I don't know if everyone realized, but Jamison Crowder did get re-signed. So that's good. They play in the same area of the field. They're both slot receivers, so they are going to affect each other, especially year one.
What that poll tells me is you might be able to get more for a second, depending on like 60% of people. So they take the first. There's a chance. Go see if you can get Elijah Moore for a second round pick, maybe a second plus, but 100% that's a trade you should go try to make if so many people are on the first round pick side of this trade. I digress.
Yep.
What's my poll, John Luke? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Jay Wall thinks he thinks Moore's value will drop significantly by next offseason, so he'll target him then. It's possible. I think it's just as likely, if not more likely, that it will rise, though. So we'll see. We will see. All right. Score is 3-0. Simon, are you ready to get on the board? This is embarrassing, man.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
I've been wrong on both over-unders, but I got it. We're going to get 10 points right here.
All right. Here is your poll. Which QB would you rather roster in Dynasty? Ryan Tannehill or Aaron Rodgers? What percentage of the public chose Ryan Tannehill?
This is funny.
Okay, you know what? I think I made this harder in my head than I thought it was. Like, there's the Aaron Rodgers drama right now, but I think very few people think he's done with football. Know what I mean? And as long as Aaron, like, maybe not on the Packers, maybe you're off, but Aaron Rodgers is not done in the NFL. I know some people think that. Jordan up there going like, maybe he's going to Jeopardy. But I have to imagine more people would still want Aaron Rodgers, the reigning MVP, one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, over Ryan Tannehill. And that's not disparaging Tannehill. It's just propping up Rodgers. So I think even with that noise, people are still going to prefer Rodgers. I know I would. I'll say it scares enough people to put it at 37% Ryan Tannehill.
37%. All right. Gordon, do you think the actual percentage is over or under 37%?
I think it's under, and I think that's folly. Those are my two answers.
All right.
Under and folly.
Under and folly. Josh, what do you think? Over or under 37?
I think more people chose Ryan Tannehill in this poll. I think people are terrified about Aaron Rodgers not playing. Aaron Rodgers is getting old. I mean, I know he's awesome. I would, if I knew he was playing, I'd draft him above Ryan Tannehill, but it's still even close then, guys. I don't know. I think more people might have chosen Tannehill here. Maybe it's possible.
They should have.
It's possible.
So you're taking the over?
Yeah.
So Jordan, you would prefer Tannehill, like in this trade, straight up, you would pick Tannehill?
Yeah, in Dynasty, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, Ryan Tannehill's been a beast. His touchdown percentage has been consistent last couple of years.
Yeah.
Rodgers spiked big time this last year. He's also 37 in drama. I don't want drama on my team. If I can put a player on my team that's just a player that's going to play for me and I don't have to think about it. Like, for instance, like I've played fantasy football for like 5 years. I've never had Joe Mixon on my team and I've never had OBJ on my team. And it feels great. It feels fucking wonderful. I don't have Aaron Rodgers.
Don't talk about Joe Mixon like that. All
you know
right?
what sucks? You know what sucks is I finally got some Deshaun Watson last year on some dynasty teams, and now I have issues. I don't like issues. There's enough problems on your team that are just team based to deal with. I don't want all that. So I don't want, what is it? One more year and then Rodgers retires. Tannehill's 32 and he just started hitting. All right, he can get 5 more years like this.
Yeah. How many Tyreek Hill do you have on your team? I see that jersey behind you. You know what I'm saying?
I have quite a few. I'm gonna keep him around for a while. I have quite a few. But I had Tyreek Hill as rookie season. I had him as rookie season when nobody wanted him. Whenever he was just a kick return guy, and he was just super fast. That's all he was.
A fourth-round pick, right?
Yeah, and that's all he was until he wasn't just that. That's same with Tannehill. Yeah. Tannehill's that dude.
Tyreek Hill was good with Alex Smith, which is even more mind-blowing considering that skill set, But I digress too. We're digressing today. I'm sorry, Jordan. I had to do it.
Guesses 46, 65, 53. Tyler with 35%, Burner with 55%, B-Rad 62.
B-Rad.
Milestone with 35, Jay with 41. Oh, Jay, that's the worst guess I've ever seen. Mike T with 54, Cat with 64.
Is it 41%? Is that what we're about to see?
I don't know. 57%, 61, 45. Man, tons of guesses today. 37%.
Man, but it looks like you might have had it looks like a lot of guesses in your area.
And a lot of guesses way over. They're all over the place. These last two polls have been really splitting the crowd.
Yep. All right. Well, the actual percentage of the public that chose Ryan Tannehill over Aaron Rodgers in Dynasty is 56%.
Let's go.
Wow.
56.
Jordan smarter than you thought, huh? Jordan was like, it's under and I'm mad about it. But
I was.
They surprised
you. I'm proud of the people right now. My faith in humanity has not been restored, but it's been slightly replenished. So
slightly replenished. Mike with the Jordan saves me with my IDP drafts. Facts. Yeah, go follow Jordan. Incredible IDP.
Seriously, I know nothing about IDP. I just made a post that I used Madden rankings like not that long ago for an IDP league.
That's not a bad way to live your life, honestly.
No, they got scouts. They're doing work over there in Madden, right?
Madden. I mean, honestly, looking at Madden rankings for rookies is it's something that I've talked to several guys that are pretty sharp at fantasy that they do religiously. And I've seen guys hit on guys that I was like, you're nuts, and it's just like, oh shit, and they're like, I told you. And I'm like, just look at the Madden scores. They're like, those guys get paid to figure that shit out.
That's so great. That's so great.
Burner of Stone and Christopher Kurt were both 1 percentage point off on either side, 55 and 57. So you guys were right there on it.
All right.
I got 5.
There might have been some more over there. Mike said he was close to, but absolutely, I was not. So you guys beat me. I got goosed the entire first round.
Yep. Simon, you were 19% points
that's
away.
That's rare, though. That's rare, Simon.
That Simon gets goosed.
Yeah. Usually, and
I'm a goose.
Still anyone's game.
It's still
maybe we should make that a rule. If you end the game with 0 points, you have to honk like a goose at the end.
Honk like a goose. I've never heard anyone refer to a goose as a honk.
Oh, yeah, it is a honk. Yeah, I've heard
goose
that.
Noise is a honk.
That's on you, not on me.
Honk.
Kind of like that.
Honk. What's the one? What is our Mason Rudolph sound? Bonk. No.
Oh. I try not to think about Mason Rudolph when I don't have to. So that's just me.
All right, we're coming back to Jordan.
Going. All right.
Jordan, you ready for your second poll?
Yes.
All right. Who scored the most touchdowns in Jacksonville this year? James Robinson, Laviska Shenault, or Travis Etienne?
Oh my.
What percentage of the public chose James Robinson?
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to reverse engineer this. I'm going to say most people took Laviska Shenault, and then probably people after that took Etienne. So it's probably the smallest of the pie. So it's probably in like the teens. I could even see it. 20%. Let's go 25%. For James
25%.
Robinson. For the most touchdowns. Yeah, because I mean, they're going to split. You're splitting a lot of the stuff. And I think the Laviska Shenault hype this week was insane. And Etienne had his run of hype the week before. So I just feel like it's going to be hard for James Robinson to push up into even having a majority share. which would be over. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna go 25% James Robinson.
25%. All right, Josh. Do you think the actual percentage that chose James Robinson as having the most touchdowns was over or under 25%?
So I like the points Jordan made. Yeah, the hype that Shenault and Etienne are getting right now is kind of crazy. But I mean, like, this is like the least hypey question. Like, I feel like you could ask. It's not like who's going to score more fantasy points, who's going to have the better year. It's who's going to have more touchdowns. I kind of think James Robinson could win this. Shenault is a receiver, and he's not like a go up and get it receiver, not a back of the end zone kind of guy. And Etienne's not going to be the goal line back, I don't think. I might go with over. I might say over.
And go with over.
But I think they're like probably all very close. Like I don't know. I can't find one to separate the other in my mind. I don't know.
All right. Josh taking the over. What do you think, Simon?
I think you make a great point about what this question is asking, most touchdowns. But even though it's all caps and was put in there, I have a feeling people are just going to look at this through a fantasy lens and vote for the fantasy option they think is going to be the best.
You might be right.
But you make a great point about James Robinson. Like, there's a good chance he does have the most touchdowns out of this group, right? But I imagine Visca is going to steal more than, like, if we put them all at 33%, I have a feeling Visca is going to steal more than 8% of the vote away from James Robinson. So I'll say under. I'll say under again.
You split us, Jordan. Good job.
Twice in a row.
Twice in a row. Some really David makes a really good point here. Don't forget about Carlos Hyde. It's RBBC. I'm avoiding. Trust that offense as much as an old man trusts a part.
Or as much as Simon should trust a part.
Yeah, which is not very much.
You got to trust him more than you did last year, though, with a little bit, right? A little bit.
Simon's farts.
I was about to say, you should trust my farts less now that I've been quarantined for a year. I got a little more loosey-goosey with those.
Getting older, I get how it goes.
Ew. Way too much goose talk this episode. We've got 28% guess, 17% guess, 13%, and 48%. They're pretty wide spectrum here.
Yeah.
Anthony with 25%.
Yeah.
Mike with 18%. Let's see. B-Rat says first under the day at 17%. And Christopher took a shot at all three here. 12%, 65, and 23.
Jesus.
See, that's kind of how I feel like it's gonna look.
Yeah.
But
I feel you. Tyler with under 25%, 3%.
Wow, it really is all over the place for this one. Like all over the place.
All right. Well, the actual percentage of the public that chose James Robinson as the player here that would score the most touchdowns in Jacksonville this year. 32%.
Yeah, baby.
32%. Simon, you remain a goose.
Dang.
Josh,
man, you know what? B-Rad had been killing it so far, so I thought for sure me and B-Rad were on that.
Blame it on B-Rad.
Points right.
Blame it on
No,
B-Rad.
because I saw his answer after, I guessed, but I thought for sure he was my confirmation. I was feeling good about that one.
Oh, and Scott Fish nailed it directly.
Oh my God, he got it exactly right.
Matthew Berry, Game Changer Award winner.
Wow,
No,
how'd you get Scott?
This
What
is
was
just
the
Scott
split?
Fish.
what was the split?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
So you were 7 percentage points off. So you get 3 points.
Yeah. But what was the split on the question?
Okay. It was, let's see, James
32.
Robinson at 32, Travis Etienne at 39. LaVisca had 29.
Really? That is not at
Wow.
all what I would have expected. This had to have been like Monday or like last Monday.
It was within the last 5 days or so.
This had to have been during a lunch hour when it was posted. That answer just screams hungry.
Lunch hour.
That's yeah.
Simon, the sad goose.
Anthony
You
says,
got this, man.
Simon,
You
no
got this.
offense,
No,
but
I
you need
saw
to
it.
you need to go back to hosting these. Incredible.
Just to give it to you, Simon, we were on a podcast game show not that long ago.
Hey,
and
don't spoil
I'm not going to
anything. It
spoil
hasn't
it.
been
But Simon did
released.
pretty poorly. No, I'm joking. He did pretty well. You know, we'll see.
He did all right. He did either good or bad. Or
Yeah,
maybe-
he
Actually,
did one or
to
the
be
other.
honest, all of us did very poorly. Every single one of us did.
Speak for
We
yourself.
started out
poorly.
real hot. All right?
Josh came out of the gate strong. Check out Dynasty Game Night. That's what's called, right? Yeah.
Yes.
DJ.
Yeah, Dynasty Game
Yeah.
Night. I think our episode should be coming out soon with the three of us competing against each other.
Scott nailed it again. He even got the spread. Like 100 points to
incredible.
Scott Fish.
And look, it's the actual Scott Fish, not his friends that keep coming in.
His friends.
With other YouTube accounts. That
Jay says he can't wait for Simon to honk like a goose. Me neither. Are you ready to do that, Simon?
Keep waiting. Nope. Keep going.
All right. Oh, there. It was a little preview.
That's what it's going to sound like.
Let's move on. All right. Josh, this is your second guess. Are you ready?
Yeah, come at me. Let's go.
All right. Which running back would you rather roster in Dynasty? Trey Sermon or AJ Dillon? What percentage of the public?
Your boy, Jordan.
Trey Sermon.
This is my dude.
Jordan just perked up. He saw Sermon's name and started smiling. Like, oh boy.
So AJ Dillon, oh man, everyone wanted a piece of AJ Dillon. How long? 2 months, 3 months ago? When did Aaron Jones sign? Right, it was about that long ago. But after he signed, AJ Dillon's stock went tanked. Right, and it's pretty low still. I know people aren't completely out on AJ Dillon or anything, but Trey Sermon is now, if anything, the new AJ Dillon. People are getting hyped up about him, excited to see what he can do in the Kyle Shanahan offense. Now, I don't think he's going to necessarily be the starter. He'll start for parts of the year, but he's not going to maintain consistency. That doesn't matter. I think more people are going to vote for Trey Sermon here. I'll say that 72% chose Trey Sermon here. I know I would. So 72%. Let's go.
Right, 72%. Simon, the actual percentage that chose Trey Sermon in this poll, was it over or under 72%?
I'm assuming this was all these are from the last week, so I'm assuming this is after Aaron Jones signed. So
I would 5 months ago.
I'm just saying, I assume anyone watching, I have no idea. Joshua, that's right around where I was going to guess. The number in my head was 69%, just because when I'm in that range, I tend to gravitate towards that number. But I guess that would put me on the under. But the reasoning is everything you said. The quad shock has worn off. People were just his value skyrocketed due to quad shock. You saw those and just shot him up 40 spots in ADP. And it's just slowly been sinking back down as other players have revealed their quads. We've seen some more quads in the last couple months. AJ Dillon was just first. So those other quads have brought his value down for sure. And Trey Sermon's been on the rise recently. I'm gonna say over. I know my initial guess was 69%, but I'm talking myself into it. I think more than 72%. I think this is a slam dunk for Trey Sermon. It is also rookie hype time. The draft is over. This is the time to get excited. This is when you build them up to unreal expectations, then get really sad when they don't perform as a rookie in the NFL for the very first time ever. I'm going to go over. Trey Sermon over 72%.
Over 72%. All right. Jordan, what do you think? Is it over or under 72%?
I'm going to go over as well. AJ Dillon, there's not really much to want or love about him. Like you said, at this point in time, we know his situation is exactly what it is. Trey Sermon's situation, while we may act like we know what it is or isn't, his best case scenario is a lot better than AJ Dillon's best case scenario this year. So I think most people went him. So I think it's going to be over.
Yeah.
Jordan, I said over, right?
I kind of wish I went a little higher.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I'm agreeing with you. I'm in. We sink.
And I will say, if Aaron Rodgers comes back and Aaron Jones just disappears somehow, someone kidnaps him, AJ Dillon's situation looks pretty solid. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pro AJ Dillon.
I'm messing around too.
I'm definitely pro AJ Dillon, but Trey Sermon he's going to win this by a landslide. You know what I mean? That's just kind of how I feel.
We got some high guesses.
Yep. I think the chat is in general consensus with you. I-80 with 58%.
All right. I'm okay with I'm very okay with that, Jordan Wing.
Nice.
Wing.
There's 3 Jordans running around here.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, Jordan's a good name.
It's very
My little brother's name is Jordan too.
It is.
Watch out.
It is.
Let's do a tier list of Jordans. We can tier all the Jordans from the chat and
all the Jordans
will get. That'll be our next tier.
We'll have them all on the stream.
Which ones are listening right now?
Jordan Vanek, Jordan Wing, and I think those might be the only 2 from the chat.
There's another one in there somewhere.
I love them all equally as much.
Oh, that's so kind of you. 62%.
You sound like you kill on Twitter.
Oh yeah. They love me over there.
They love me over there.
Me too.
Jay, Joel says if Simon says over, that means it has to be under, right? Yeah, Jordan, I'm surprised you didn't take that strategy.
Yeah,
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
It's probably 71%.
Let's do it.
Watch.
I want you to get some of this good mojo, so I'm bringing it with me. Let's go over. Let's do it.
We'll see what's more contagious, the good or the bad mojo.
Javier says, of course, Trey Sermon, but still, you have to consider the Kyle Shanahan running back roulette to temper expectations.
Yeah, you absolutely have to.
Yep, very good point. And we have a question here, too, before we get to the answer. David says, do you think with Jamal Williams gone, we will see a 1-2 punch with Jones and Dillon, similar to Devonta Freeman and Tevin Coleman or Ingram and Kamara, where they're both RB1s? What do you think, Jordan?
No.
I mean, that's like a best case scenario. I mean, we could project on every single backfield. You know, I mean, every single backfield could be, that 1-2 punch, but that's such a rare thing to happen. And I mean, Aaron Jones is a stud. I don't think that the skill set that AJ Dillon possesses is really going to. It's not Jamal Williams' skill set.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If anything, it's more like Aaron Jones's. So if Aaron Jones is the better of the two and they both have the same skill set, I mean, if anything, it just looks like to me like it's wheels up even more for Aaron Jones than in the past. But I mean,
and
again,
I think
it's all
Kylan Hill's going to get involved too. Another rookie they just brought in.
Yep. So I think, we obviously want to find the next big 1-2 punch. That's always the goal. But I'm not thinking, when I think of the Green Bay backfield, I don't think of it in these terms.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. And something you brought up, Jones Dillon look nothing like Ingram Kamara or like Chubb Hunt. Like, it's not these two very different style of backs. It's not a bruiser and a pass catcher. Like, even though I know those guys are a little bit more than that, but you can't categorize Dillon and Jones into those two separate categories. They don't complement each other. That's not saying Dillon won't get used, but I don't see it being this like 1-2 punch, like you're saying. Maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch, and Aaron Jones has punches 1, 2, and 3. And then they just throw Dillon in there sometimes. But I don't see it.
It's more. I see it more like Rashad Penny and Chris Carson. Like Rashad Penny can do what Chris Carson does, but not as good, and we'll call him whenever we need him. If that's what AJ Dillon's going to do, we'll call you when we need you. I mean, we got a guy here that can do it, and we know he can do it. So
how long is Aaron Jones' contract for?
I think it's at 3
years.
4 years.
3 years. Okay.
Just guess. I'm going off my memory, which you should probably
4 year, $48 million contract with the Green Bay Packers.
So
that's significant.
That is.
Man, how'd you get there so quick? What kind of links you clicking on over there?
Yeah, for real.
I was like,
you got up.
He had it ready to go, man.
Yeah. I've always got all salaries and contracts loaded up in a spreadsheet ahead of time. Yep.
Got Spot Track just memorized.
Smart guy.
Encyclopedia.
Dude.
All right. So the actual percentage that chose Trey Sermon over AJ Dillon.
Doing something.
Just to refresh, this is Josh's question. He gets 72%. And both Simon and Jordan picked the over on this. The actual percent that chose Trey Sermon over AJ Dillon.
Come on, points.
70%. Josh, you edged them out so well. You edged them out so well. 70%. You were 2 percentage points away, which gives you 5 points.
Should have. I thought 69%. I should have gone with the under.
Oh my gosh!
And I was joking
I would have stuck with you too.
71.
Oh my gosh!
Guys, my dog, whenever I get upset, makes this like really weird smile and just stares at me and wags his tail. And he's on the couch right now, just like smirking at me, wagging his tail rapidly.
Did you make a goose sound?
Oh man,
he's like,
I can't believe we lost that. 30% of people are questionable.
Are picking AJ Dillon
judgment.
I mean, I know we just had this conversation, but Scott came in here and said, reminds me of DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry. And I actually think that's actually a pretty good comp. That's if out of comps I'm trying to think of, that's the best one I can, because there's so many comps of Derrick Henry.
You want to know? No, you want to know what that comp is? I'll drop a hot take for you. Hit me. That is Melvin Gordon versus Javonte Williams. Everybody's so high on Javonte Williams right now. They're so high. And even if he is better, it doesn't fucking matter. Okay. It didn't matter for Derrick Henry. You can't tell me objectively DeMarco Murray was better than Derrick Henry when he was there. He was hurt the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just, it doesn't matter. Melvin Gordon's going to score points. He's going to get touchdowns. He's going to catch passes. And y'all are going to have to wait on Javonte Williams. And that's that. That's your comp. That's your Derrick Henry, DeMarco Murray. I've thought about this a lot recently. And it's just like, it just makes sense because I fell for the Derrick Henry that year. Like I took him way too high. He didn't do shit. He didn't do nothing. And DeMarco Murray had a hamstring problem all season, and he didn't do anything. So I just think it's going to be Melvin Gordon's backfield. Yeah. So I'm throwing a little cold water on the Javonte Williams life.
I agree. I think Javonte could slowly eat into that workload as the season goes on, but we'll see what happens, right? He's going to be annoying. Yeah.
Melvin Gordon's just such a known commodity, even for people dog him so much, but it's like he's good. Like people forget he's good. There was a point, I'll tell you a little, this is a sidebar, but there was a point 3 years ago where someone offered me, it was a redraft league, but they offered me Christian McCaffrey straight across for Melvin Gordon. And I turned it down. Like there was a point in time when those two were basically eye to eye. And there are a guy, I mean, Javonte Williams, you think there'll be a point when Javonte Williams would even be close to eye with Christian McCaffrey? Christian McCaffrey's on the come up. I get that. But I'm just saying, like, we're so quick to forget what Melvin Gordon has been for a lot of fantasy teams the last 5 years. He came in with Gurley. He came in with Henry. Gurley's gone. Henry, I mean, he just got paid finally, but it took him 3 years to get started. Melvin Gordon already had a whole career by the time Henry started getting his ball rolling. So I'm just saying the Melvin Gordon slander is out of control. I saw the hype today. Oh, Javonte Williams, he'd probably be the starter. Yeah, beat reporter can just go blow it. Okay. Melvin Gordon's backfield, no one's taking it from him. Even if he fumbles once or twice, Philip Lindsay, what happened to him? People loved him. He's good. Melvin Gordon might not even get work. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop trying to make it Melvin Gordon worse than he is. Stop.
Melvin Gordon. I love your mocking voice. That is beautiful.
Jordan's in his bag.
You're in.
I love it.
You're in. You're part of the
Cardi
B
of IDP. He's
Melvin
here.
Gordon. Go trade for him now.
Nowhere.
For real though, people forget how good Melvin Gordon was last year. Like even just last year, they forgot the second the season ended. Like literally, like the season was over. During the season, like Melvin Gordon was like showing up for your fantasy team, a startable asset most of the season, and people were like, and no, he's
just not the new hotness. He's not the new hotness anymore.
He was good for your fantasy team last year.
He ran Todd Gurley out the league, and they got drafted in the same class. And he's still going. Where's Todd Gurley? I mean, just look at him for what he is.
He just met with the Ravens.
Please no. Cool. So is every edge rusher and every puttering around running back in the league so far. So
the
Ravens are always looking for help, and there's a reason for that. So.
Man, what if Lev Bell?
What are you trying to say, bro? Jordan?
Steelers Nation, baby. Let's go.
Ravens fan over
there.
here, bro. Come at me. Come on, let's go.
I gotta get mad now.
We've got a whole AFC North squad here. A Browns fan, two Ravens fans.
I don't want to hurt you. My Watt jersey's hanging up right there. I might go. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I don't believe
Watt. The lesser Watt. Yeah, whatever.
Anthony with Simon, you might need to do some Queen Bee Hail Marys pretty soon to win this thing.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
All day. It's Rob, Defensive Player of the Year. 2X.
What? He's awesome. He's awesome.
Yes, he's good.
He's the best.
Too bad the Steelers aren't going to be very good. Yeah.
People been saying that. How many years people been saying the Steelers ain't going to be good? That punchline will hit eventually.
They were very good last year. All right.
Can't know. Tell me a team that started out better than them.
Oh,
they were one of the only teams that got screwed with the COVID crap early. They actually had to miss a game early. They dealt with some things.
COVID crap.
Oh
my
God. Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Like a true Steelers fan.
Yeah,
Jordan, that missed game in the beginning of the season is why they lost to the Browns in the playoffs.
They're one of the only people that actually had to make adjustments.
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm
fully agreeing with you.
Was that their first loss in the playoffs? Is that when it happened, or was it like right before then? I don't remember.
No, so I'm just saying, like it was. I think that probably explains the loss. That explains the loss.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I appreciate it.
I love it.
Love you, man.
We'll have to have you on for Browns Steelers week. Whenever that game's coming on, we'll have to bring you on.
Yes.
I'm not anti-Browns or anything. I just think here's the popular things in football: to love on the Eagles and to hate on the Steelers. And that's just like, look at it. Every year it's the same song and dance.
Love you.
Who loves the Eagles?
I feel like Cowboys get way more hate than Steelers.
All right, whatever.
I'm messing around with you, Jordan. I love you, man.
People love the Eagles for whatever reason.
Not me.
Not me either.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say you can go to.
We got another Browns fan. Woo woo. Me. I knew we had a connection. I could feel it.
You guys definitely did.
What'd you say, Jordan?
Go to the advanced search on Twitter and type in your favorite analyst name and Eagles and scroll back to 2020, 2019. You'll see some things. I promise.
Some love letters.
They're
stuff
out there.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see any love letters from
Eagles fans.
Eagles fans.
to
B-Rad
analysts.
said you should have toughed it out with me, Simon.
I know.
Simon should have done a lot of things this game, it seems.
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot.
Sorry.
This
All
this might be the first skunk we've ever had. I don't think anyone's ever to 0 points.
I don't know if they have.
Who loves the Eagles? Name
Oh,
1,000
gosh.
people love the Eagles right now.
Aren't Eagles fans.
Oh man.
1,000 people.
I
Right
fully
on the top
expected
of
his
your head.
name
I
to
can't even
be
name
Eagles
1,000
fan
people.
Scott
I
Fish.
know. That was perfect.
Philly fan, Scott Fish. All right, we're moving
Okay.
on. Simon,
Yeah, we
this is your chance for redemption here. It's your final
10
poll.
points
Are you
right
ready?
here. Yep, gonna get it exactly right.
All right.
Josh,
PPR. Who would you rather roster in Dynasty? DeAndre Swift, Cam Akers, or Antonio Gibson? What percentage of the public chose
I don't
DeAndre
like this
Swift?
one at all.
Okay, so I think Cam Akers is going to be winning this poll. The hype is like out of control. As our friend who comes into the chat from time to time and lets us know, he just shows up randomly. Doesn't matter what we're talking about, and he says Cam Akers is a top 5 running back in 2021. So that's what he believes. This is Dynasty, and I still think people are going to prefer Akers. But the question comes like, what percentage of people choose DeAndre Swift? I honestly think Swift and Gibson are going to be close right now. I think like the hype for Gibson, like the trajectory of like their value has been opposite. Like Swift was probably the highest earlier in the offseason. It's been slipping a little bit. I saw him going as high as like RB6 in Dynasty startups.
Swift
But
is
Gibson
the new
is-
Joe Mixon.
Would you say Swift is the new Joe Mixon?
Oh, no.
Gibson's value has been on the rise. I'll say Cam Akers probably got like 40% of the vote. That puts them at about 20 each. I'll take 1 percentage point off and say 19% chose DeAndre Swift.
What a good one.
19%. All right. Jordan,
That would
do you
be
think the
out.
actual percentage that chose DeAndre Swift was over or under 19%?
I'm
I
gonna
did my-
go over. I'm going over just because I think the Swift hive is strong, just like the Mixon hive is strong. And people they want to believe he's better than he is. And more people want to believe that. So I'm gonna go with the over.
The over. All right. Joshua.
And that's not to say he's not good. I think,
you're playing. Yeah, you got to play the game. What is the public going to think? Josh, what do you think? Over or under 19%?
19%. I mean,
I'm sorry.
This is tough.
Tim called me out. Said nice math, Simon. I almost said something. I completely did that math wrong. I said 40% Akers, and then I'm going to cut the rest in half with 20.
20,
That would have been
80.
that would have been 30% for
would've-
each. I should have guessed 29, but I'm locked in at 19 now. My math.
Do you want to
was,
change it?
Nope, I'm locked in at 19. If the
We
answer's
need-
29, I'm jumping.
we need
out
Josh
of
to
my
screw this
window.
up. Josh,
I know,
go
and
under.
I don't know which way to go. I think 19 was pretty good. I do think Cam Akers won this poll, just from what I've seen on Twitter lately. Antonio Gibson's getting a ton of hype as well. I love DeAndre Swift. I think
Me too.
they're all very even.
Jordan
Very,
doesn't.
very even. Very, very even. In my mind, 19%. That was such a good guess.
Well,
You
thank
took the
you.
over,
All
Jordan?
thanks to math.
I went over.
Anthony said, statistically speaking, a chimp would have more points than Simon at this point in the game.
Just wait. I'm about to get 10 right here, Anthony.
I want to give you guys a chance, but I think I kind of want to go with the over too.
Do it.
Do it.
Beat me fair and square. I can take it.
I'm gonna take the under. I'll say less people chose Swift.
Taking the under.
Just
Final
to give you a
answer?
chance. Yeah, let's go.
I'll take it.
All right.
I think you needed that. If I'm wrong, unless I'm right. If I'm right,
No,
it
you
just
can nail
really-
it right
Man,
on
if
the
you're
head
right,
in the
that's
last
going to be
round.
so annoying. You're just going to crush us.
Jordan with Swift 31%, B-Rad with 27%, Anthony 17, Milestone 18, Burner
Okay, I like those
37.
guesses.
Kind of close, but kind of far off, 22%. So Jay with 19%, and then he followed it up with, well, I'm wrong.
Woohoo.
Simon guessed the same. Christopher, again,
Or-
guessing the spread here, 24%. I-80 with 20, Liam with 20. We got Mike with 17, Jordan 15. Some really good guesses in here. Man, some more brave individuals going
Wow,
full spread here, 25.
Hmm.
Let's see. And then he goes, Scott says 40 plus 20 plus 20 is only 80.
Yep.
Good job, Simon.
You know what?
You
This
nailed
poll only got 80% of the votes. It was so weird how it added up. I just had that feeling.
All right. Well, the actual percentage that chose DeAndre Swift as the running back they would rather roster in Dynasty and PPR. It's 25%. Simon, you're on the board.
I got some points.
3 points.
Good job.
You were 6 percentage points off. You would have gotten 5 points if you had done math correctly. But that's okay. You get 3. And then Jordan, you got 2 for correctly guessing the over under, and Josh, you got 0.
Yes,
right.
I did.
And Scott
Making
says,
a little ground up.
Does Simon have a coin he can flip for the next 10 minutes?
What I need now is
shoot.
wish I had a 100-sided die I could just roll for the next one, because that's probably what I need. I've been way off with my own guesses.
Accidentally deleted the score. So give me 1 second.
Josh had 12. I had 3, and Jordan
it.
had 8. Christopher said, go Bootsy. That he said I was 1 off again, but Bootsy nailed it.
So,
Tyler B, nice guess.
Bootsy.
For the Scott Fishbowl thing, are we doing that after the last question?
We can do it right before. You guys want to do it now, and then we'll go into the last question?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Okay, guys, for everyone watching who is waiting for the Scott Fishbowl contest, we are going to give you a code word right now. What we need you to do is message us that code word. Do it at Front Yard FYF on Twitter. You can send it to us individually, but we'll see it easiest if you send it to at Front Yard FYF, along with a screenshot of you being subscribed to our YouTube channel. The code word is olive oil.
Banana hammock.
Olive oil is the code word. That is your code word. I-80 Sports said banana hammock, question mark. No, it is olive oil. Yeah, Jordan, if you need, just look at his mouth. He's saying I love oil or something along the lines. Oil. Anthony also said banana. If you send us banana hammock, you will be reverse put into the competition.
Yes, every time you send banana hammock, you get -1 entry.
For now, that works.
If you do that, you have to make a new YouTube account, subscribe to us again, and then send us the right code word, and then you'll be back in it.
And then you're back.
And then we'll be good to go.
All right, okay. You guys ready for this last one?
Jason, tell the olive oil story. It's not a long story. Except one day on stream, I started feeling my chin, and it was like really greasy.
See it on your mic.
Oh yeah, that's right. I put my chin on my mic like that, and it was like a giant grease stain. I was like, what the hell? I just showered. Sometime while making ravioli and or eating it, I had covered from here down to here with olive oil, and didn't realize it till I put my head on my microphone. And that was a disgusting moment in my life. And I had to sit through the next 40 minutes of the stream covered in olive oil before I could even go shower.
Neck beard of olive oil.
So code.
Awesome. That's hot. It's real hot.
Olive
oil.
That's
our code.
Code olive oil. Go get you some Scott Fishbowl.
Yes, get in there.
We're having a good time.
All right, you guys ready to finish this up?
I'm ready. I got my piece of paper. Jordan, do you have a piece of paper by any chance?
I don't have a piece of paper. I have a whole notebook.
That's cool.
Do I need that? What do we do with the last?
Not really. You're just writing down you're writing down your percentage, and then we're showing it. So your notebook's fine.
Yeah. Gotcha. So anyone who wasn't here in the beginning, or if you forgot this last rule, for this round, it's a little special. Each of the contestants is going to write down their percentage guess. Closest gets 5 points. If any of them nails it directly on, they get 10 points. So the other rounds. Let's see. It's anyone's
Simon,
game.
if you nail it right on, you do win.
You do win, Simon. It's anyone's game, but most likely it's either Jordan.
Really not Simon's.
Yeah.
I need to hit. Josh.
You just got to get it. You got to be the closest. That's all you got to do. You got to be the closest out of us three.
All right. This one is a little different.
All right.
Oh, good.
Here's the poll. When will you complete your first fantasy football mock draft? Not until August. Within the next 6 weeks. Already done. Who needs mock drafts? What percentage of the public says not until August?
I hate
this. Was from Twitter, right?
This is from Twitter. Yep.
Okay. Know your audience.
1,509 votes. So what percentage of the public is not doing any mock drafts until August?
This is tough. And there was 4 options?
There's 4 options. Yep.
Okay. I got my answer.
Got mine.
All right.
Oh, man. Maybe I needed.
I'm in.
Okay. I got mine. I'm ready. Sounds like we're all ready, John Luke.
I'm scared.
All right.
Though. I'm so
And
scared.
I'm guessing I reveal first because I'm very much so in last place.
Yes, Simon, you are in dead last. What is your guess?
7% is my guess.
7%. All right. Next is Jordan. Jordan, what's your guess?
I went
21%.
I got some room.
Right.
I got some room, guys.
All right, Josh, what is it? 9%.
9%. You stink
All right.
ass.
I like where I'm at. I like where I'm at.
I'm fine with where I'm at too. I mean,
Let's win
I
this.
got some room.
Let's take one home for the IDP Army. Let's go.
There we go. Jail's
I'm ready.
doing some
I'm
math, which
ready.
means
Yeah.
I did not get it exactly right.
Oh, it's in between us and me and Jordan, I think.
Damn, it's probably like, okay, if you have to do math from the 9, it's probably 14. It's probably 14.
All right, some good
I'll take 14
guesses.
all day.
And here we got Milestone 54%, Jay with 12%, Anthony 22%, B-Rad with 11%, Cat with 7%, Burner
Cat.
with 13%, Jay Gus, love the name, 10%,
Yes, I love that.
Christopher
I
5%,
hate that.
Mike T
Christopher. Hate
21%,
that, Mike T.
Bootsay with the spread here, 17%.
I hate that too.
And Liam says 15%, not until August.
You skipped Jordan. He said 12%. Jordan said 12%.
Way too many words in that one. Scott says, I'm hoping we do a SFB 11 mock draft soon. Or hoping to do a SFB 11 mock draft soon. Well, join us tomorrow,
Yeah.
I think, right? We're doing
Yeah.
one tomorrow
Got
on stream.
tomorrow we will be doing one on stream, and you
Mock
can
draft
take part in
Monday.
it if you would like. We put the link in our Discord first, though. So if you want to be a part of our Discord, John Luke, can you post the link in the chat?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, you guys can join our Discord and you'll get the link first. If not, we will post it if there are spots available once the stream starts, but usually it fills up before we jump on stream, just from people joining through the Discord.
Yeah.
All right. Post that. Discord link is in chat. All right. Are you guys ready to find out who
I'm in
won?
there.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I'm
I'm ready.
To
Oh,
win
I'm nervous.
so bad right now.
IAD with 21%, Mike with 13%. Let's get these last ones in here.
I got a
All
feeling
right.
it's like 14.
There's
I'm
less
gonna
words in
lose.
here.
Jordan,
Yeah,
I just want you to
12%.
know, I have nailed the last poll to win the game before. So this is not out of the realm of possibility.
How many
I'm
times?
just one time. I've done it
Exactly
one
one
time.
time.
Exactly
Man.
one time.
Out of
That's
doing
awesome.
it every week for a year. Well,
Okay.
I guess
The,
not.
the
every
odds say you would get it right eventually.
week. Eventually,
Eventually,
yeah.
right?
Eventually. 1 out of
Sooner
100.
than-
Okay.
Sooner than later is good, though.
What do we
All
got?
right. The actual percentage of people who are waiting until August to do their first fantasy football mock draft. It's 38%. Jordan, you nailed it. Well, you sort of nailed it. You nailed it more than these two.
I nailed it right now.
You
A
nailed
W
the
to
idea
W.
of it.
You nailed the idea of it. You
I
played the game.
Holy
I
cow.
I knew so many people would wait till August because, like you said, know
But
the
who
audience.
tells people that?
Well, people are. I don't know. I just got lucky, I guess. I'll call
No,
it
no,
luck.
no. You,
No,
no, you
no, no,
obviously
no.
were more than lucky.
Take all
here.
the claim for it, Jordan. Be like, I
Own
knew it.
Cardi B would never apologize.
Yeah, you're
That was
damn
good.
right.
That was awesome, man.
We're
That
taking
was,
home
that
the
was such
gold,
a good
baby.
game.
Yes.
B-Rad said on
Yes.
Twitter, first complete flop of the day. This was posted by
Yeah.
Fantasy Pros. 1,509 votes. Thought that
Yeah,
was a
that's
very
shocking
interesting
to
poll.
me.
Very
Yeah,
interesting poll.
especially on Fantasy Pros, who is actively pushing their mock draft wizard and their mock draft tool. Like maybe everyone was just saying like, "F you, I'm not using your tool until August."
But-
Like,
So-
They have so many people that follow them, and I think a large majority of people are casual fantasy fans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it
Yep.
just
So it makes sense.
and it makes sense too. I mean, the ADP shifts in the summertime. Like I said, in my head, there's two major ADP shifts at this point. There's one that's basically hasn't really come yet, but kind of has with Julio, where it's just like an overall shift. And then right whenever all the not the camp stuff or injuries, those obviously, but preseason. That's the other major
Yeah.
shift, and that's August. And I know just from back in the day
When
I-
leagues actually are starting.
yeah, you get that's when your ESPN mocks and all that start
Mhm.
filling up. That all happens at the end of July and August, and I know that's just when it gets busy because I used to mock all the time on ESPN, and I knew it was hard to get people in there in April, May, June. But then you get July and August, and they just fill. So
Right.
glad I got that win.
So the
Good
spread
job,
on
man.
this one
Good
was not until August got 38%. Within the next 6 weeks got 15%. Already done is 37%. And who needs
What?
mock drafts is 10%.
All right, fair enough.
You know what? I'm realizing I just assumed like more degeneracy from people based on like we've been doing mock drafts since like the day the season ended. Like we were doing mock drafts during the NFL playoffs. I guess most people aren't.
There's the chasm between like the arrogance of I understand football and the degeneracy of like I need to know how the ADP has shifted in the last 24 hours. That's, you know, and there is a group of people that are just like, I'll just go and do a draft and I'll just do it, you know, and there's a good portion of people like that.
100%. And no shame in doing it that way.
No, not at all. Hope to catch up soon. Thank you, I-80. Thanks for tuning in. Burner as well. That was fun, fellas. Got to tune in more when I can. Thank you, Burner.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. Cool. Jordan, congrats on the big win, man. You came from behind and beat Josh. And you know what? I didn't get
taking you down next time.
You don't get a goose noise, Jay, because I did not get goose today. But it was freaking close. I almost got goose. Jordan, thank you so much for coming on and playing with us, even though you beat us. We really appreciate it. Guys, if you do not follow Jordan, please go follow him on Twitter. He's on Twitter at 50 Shades of Drunk. Did I get that right, Jordan?
That's it.
And where else can people find you and IDP Army? Where can they look for that content?
idparmy.com. You can check that out. I have a YouTube channel as well, The IDP Army. Go check us out there. We would love that. I have a Patreon. You can go join that if you want to get into some real heavy IDP stuff or just like chat and learn more about it. Come hang. I mean, we'll be here for a while. It was fun to come on, hang with you guys. It was fun to win. And I look forward to us all continuing to win as we continue to progress up this ladder of fantasy football stardom, I suppose you could call it. So
hell yeah.
Definitely game shows like this. Yeah, game shows like this. I mean, maybe in 5-6 years we'll have like, you know, some money on the line or something.
Ooh,
that would be fun. Get some. We've talked about prizes like that. That would be fun.
There we go. One iteration.
Next time you're on, maybe we'll have a little side bet if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we'll up the stakes somehow. We'll up the stakes somehow from season to season.
That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, Jordan, you're gonna have to come back on. We've been talking about doing like a poll perception tournament of champions. So now you are a poll perception champion. So you'll have to come back and see if you can be the best of the best.
We'll have to do an IDP mock draft at some point too. That'd be great.
And we would love.
I'm ready.
Our listeners have asked for that multiple times, and we are not experts enough to feel like we could give good advice. So if you would be down, that would be really cool to do an IDP mock draft on stream with someone who could give some more insights to people watching.
100%. Yeah, just hit me up. Mondays are my day off. I know I talk to John Paul or John Luke whenever we talk. So that's Mondays work. Mondays work for me. So hit me up. I would love to do one with you guys.
Mock draft Monday.
Perfect. Jay Gus said first time listener. Good stuff. Well, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Hope you come on back. And B-Rad said, awesome polls and some pretty good lines. See y'all. Go Browns. Go Browns. And see you later, B-Rad. Should have stuck with you on that one. I wouldn't have been goosed for so long. Anthony said, great show. See you guys. And Scott said, fun show, guys. Liam, great stuff. See you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, Liam. And David, thanks for joining. Great show, fellas.
Hell yeah.
Guys, Josh, I know you've got one more thing to say. Let's go ahead and do it.
Trading makes fantasy fun. All right.
Trading does make fantasy fun. Anything else, guys, before we jump?
That's it.
Okay. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button for us.
Olive oil.
It means a ton. And if you do that and send us the word olive oil with the screenshot, you're entered for a chance to win a Scott Fishbowl 11 spot. We will be giving that away at 9 p.m. tonight. So get your entry in before that, and then we will announce it on Twitter. Maybe I'll go live and announce it. Who knows? We'll see. But we'll definitely put it on Twitter.
Go live.
I'll
Game
message Scott.
Changer award winner, Scott Fish.
Scott Fish. We'll let you know. At the very least, there'll be a tweet. Maybe we'll go live to announce it too. But until then, guys, we are out of here. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Adios, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Love you, guys.